Anyway, let's get this started. All right, this one is a little different because nobody suggested this video to me, or videos. I'm going to do two of them. It's from this very small content creator. Obviously, don't send any harassment or anything, guys. You never do, though. I have a good audience. I got some of the good ones, okay? But it came up in my thing, and it was, there's two of them. It's called, I don't know why this came up in, like, my For You page or whatever it's called, but it's called Some Ordinary Gamers, a recent video, a critique, which I'm surprised about because it was about John Zerka and Heel Mike going out, hanging out with a 61-year-old in reverse, which led to them getting banned permanently on Kick. And then the same thing, he criticized Willie Mac for the same thing. So I'm kind of curious. He tagged them in it, so clearly he wanted larger creators to see, maybe not fatter creators like myself, but hey, why not? So I'm curious. Let's see what this guy's got to say. I don't know what the critique is going to be, but let's see what Lewitt Star's critique is. Let's get this party started. Oh yeah, if any moment in this video resonates with you, timestamp it down below. Here we go.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, today
what about non-binary people?
Be talking about the streamer is so disgusting, even Kick banned him forever.
Yeah. Good play by Kick. They need to get their stuff together with being too edgy.
This streamer is what? First of all, grammar. You need to learn a couple grammar, but
well, this streamer is so disgusting, so that is proper grammar. I understand what you're saying because you'd also use that to show possession, but like it's fine.
Before I begin,
it's not bad grammar. Okay.
And I just want to say that I don't hate Mutahar. I think Mutahar is a great guy.
Why? What, have you met him before or what?
I think Mutahar it makes phenomenal videos in terms of commentary, and he's done a lot for.
All right, relax. All right, relax.
The commentary.
They're pretty good though.
So this is no hate on Mutahar. This is just me recorrecting, repivoting the video to a better direction and a better light. It's
what do you mean?
Second of all, I am no way, shape, or form defending all of John Zerka's actions or all of Heel Mike's actions.
What actions are you defending?
And third, these are all
they're like 30-year-old men. Well, in name only. What?
Allegations. These are not meant to be taken too seriously. Take it with a grain of salt. And what I mean by too seriously is it's not yet authentically 100% proven yet, unless if.
Didn't like the dad be like, hey, that's my 16-year-old daughter? Like, wasn't that part of it? Further
law enforcement or further action is settled. Okay. Besides the Kick banning. So we're going to be talking about this right now.
Well, I think the only thing is that they haven't confirmed that Heel Mike slept with the girl, but at the end of the day, they should still be banned because the behavior is dangerous. You know, it leads. You know, that's in my opinion. Whether this could potentially be a legal issue for Kick if they don't do something about it now. You know, if there is a constant or consistent pattern, and we legally haven't got. It doesn't seem like a lawyer has brought it there yet, but it could happen. But if there's a consistent pattern of people on Kick engaging in inappropriate behavior that could get people injured, minors or otherwise, in some capacity, it makes sense for them to say we have to ban these people because they could literally ruin our platform. They could cause like the ruin of our platform. So it makes perfect sense for them to do that. They should do it with more stuff, like people who go around trolling, attacking people, being overly provocative. Like I enjoy pranks, like silly little pranks here and there. Those could be fun, but there definitely has to be a limit.
Cook Unity is a direct-to-chef marketplace.
All right, I guess we're going to do a critique on the ads, too. Sorry, I just laughed.
Choose from hundreds of weekly menu items.
All right. Fantastic. I mean, I watch the ads that the people make, like WillyMac's watch ads and stuff. It was just fun to me. I have, what is it called, Prime or whatever? I pay for the advanced program or whatever it is, the $15 or however much it is, so I don't have to watch those, but okay.
We will also be going over WillyMac's video.
Hello, guys and gals. Me, Mutahar. Today's topic of discussion is going to be a little bit dark, okay? We're talking about a situation that involves,
It's going to be Black Lives Matter.
Minors, okay? A little kick.com action. I think you can see where this
Kick's getting a real rough reputation, man. Jesus.
Whole situation is sadly going. So if you're of weaker constitutions, I just want to give you a full alert right here. We're going to be looking into a layer of degeneracy that I feel needs to be absolutely called out. Now,
For sure. And again, I'm happy that Kick called it out and actually banned it. I mean, that looks good for them in this story.
last night I was witnessing a stream. Occasionally I'll put on a Kick stream just if it is degenerate enough to see if things really go to the point of no return.
Damn, he's feeding the beast. Dude, you're feeding the beast. What are you doing?
And I believe last night I think I've seen one of
I kind of get it. It's like a morbid curiosity thing.
the most disgusting
It's kind of funny, Mutahar, because like although I would agree, what kind of degeneracy are you specifically looking for when you're browsing the web for Kick?
He's probably looking for something to make content about. He's like, Kick is not great. Let me keep an eye on this. I'm doing other work or I'm playing a video game. Let me put something on in the background and let me look at something that could potentially be content for me. That makes sense to me for the type of content that he makes. That makes perfect sense that he would do something like that. Like play a video game or something in his off time and then look for, something he could potentially cover and talk about from a controversial perspective. So yeah, that makes perfect sense for me.
clips imaginable. Now, today's target of discussion are two IRL, I guess you could take Kick streamers, edgy streamers, if you will. A guy known as Heel Mike, and then John Zerka.
I wouldn't
And then DPS Mike.
call him that edgy. I mean, I've seen much more edgier YouTube.
They are edgy. Okay, I'm sure you've seen edgier people, but they are edgy. Okay, they're going around trying to solicit sex from minors. They're edgy. Okay, they might not be the edgiest I've ever seen, right? But they're edgy.
YouTubers on my life on the internet.
What the fuck? Where's
Now,
the
if
other
you've been anywhere around Kick.com streaming or you've seen commentary channels cover it,
Oh.
you've probably heard some of these names being caught in some of the stupidest fails you could ever imagine, okay?
Absolutely.
Now, I want to start off by just showing you a joke, for instance. Now, this is Zerka's official posting where
He makes a lot of jokes about him sleeping with minors, so interesting,
he said,
I don't make any jokes like that because I'm serious. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. I'm joking.
yeah, I'm a P word. We all have flaws. Where he's
Now, obviously, this is a bad tasting joke. This is like the Master Oogway situation, where free Master Oogway, by the way. Yeah,
Oh my god, isn't Master Oogway that person that puts up like really bad lower effort than Papa Gut? If I'm saying it's low effort, it's low effort. Like racist memes and like racist videos where he's like, I'm gonna say the N-word. Like it's just dumb and immature. I like edgy humor. That's one of the things. Is like my content is full of edgy humor, especially like my TikTok and my Instagram. But they take it to like this. They take it too far, and the Master Oogway is just an unintelligent fucking moron. Like some of his stuff has come onto my shorts, and I'm just like, why do people watch this? It's like 4 seconds with an audio and then like a text over it. It's nothing. So it's like meaningless dog shit. I don't really understand why. What do you find entertaining about that?
I do believe, like, in some instances, I think that this can be used as a poor tasting joke. Should he say this? Absolutely not. People are going to take this literally.
dressed up as Mario, and I guess the joke is Mario is the P word, and
Yeah, I think isn't Mario like 30 and Peach is like it's like 15 canonically or something.
whatnot. Maybe he's got like a weird pedo mustache, so to speak. Forget about it. This isn't Fisher Price hour. Let's just use the words like we should, okay? Forget the yellow dollar sign. Now, I don't know what the joke here necessarily is. Like, I'm a pedo, boys. Ooh, funny. Now, anybody past the age of 12 will probably have the same reaction that I do, where they ask you what the actual joke is, okay?
Yeah, I would.
Now, if somebody jokes about this,
Yeah, I mean, I think that it's a good question. I'm pretty sure that the joke from Zerka is, haha, I'm willing to say it. I'm funny. I'm edgy. It's nothing like, there's nothing to the joke other than like, oops, I'm not supposed to say that. It's like silly rage bait. But that's why it's not really working. There's no consistency in his career or anything. Because it's constantly just trying to be edgy for the sake of it, without anything behind it. There's nothing like funny or intelligent about it. So it just kind of misses the mark constantly, and then he's got nothing else but to try to be edgier and edgier and edgier and edgier, and it eventually just kind of falls down on him.
this is a pretty serious thing to joke about, okay? You probably don't want to be caught in situations where people are actually maybe
Like the Pablo situation where Minilad voiced him.
I don't
think
know who the fuck Pablo is, dude.
Can you-
I don't really talk to Hispanic people. No, I'm just kidding. I love Hispanic people.
you are a pedo, right? Maybe you don't want to be banned potentially from Kick, by the way, indefinitely, it seems.
Well, I'm surprised that they did it. I don't think that they thought that they were going to get banned because Kick doesn't seem to necessarily stop that type of behavior, degenerate behavior.
404, both
I mean, everything is just a joke over on Kick. At least that's the precedent they've set. I mean, you even have train wrecks going on saying that it's okay if you say the F slur. Just don't say it too much, like weird weird things to live and die on.
Town's been hit with it, okay?
This is where I disagree, because according to the KIC
What?
guidelines, you could obviously be banned for that stuff. I'm not saying you're not. Of course you can. But you could also be banned for pornography and sexual content, even regardless.
Okay.
Even though KIC does allow it. I'm talking about I read the terms of service. You could still be banned
You read? Cringe.
for the pornography content if it's that sexually explicit.
Okay.
Here's the
I
George
mean, they can ban you for anything. Those are just general guidelines.
Bush meme.
And again, it's not. It takes it to a degree where like people are getting harassed. You know, a 16-year-old could have gotten like legitimately hurt because of the situation.
President, there have been a second ban has hit KIC.
What the fuck?
For
That's
allegedly
a
soliciting a minor, okay? You probably don't want to be hit
Allegedly.
with things like that.
Sure, it's allegedly. I mean, they're constantly playing into it. I wouldn't doubt it if he actually slept with this kid. I mean, the way that he was talking definitely leads you to believe that. Nobody's trying to arrest them. They just got banned.
So what was the story, ladies and gentlemen? Last night, as these individuals were IRL streaming, it seems as though they had started to bring some women over to the house. Now, one of these girls, right over here, and I'm going to be blurring faces just because if this girl is actually underage, I don't really feel comfortable showing her on the channel. But
Yeah, I mean, that's fair.
this girl
This
is
is where I personally have to give my commentary 2 cents.
Why? Because he doesn't want to necessarily show their face. I mean, it kind of makes sense. Yeah.
In my personal opinion. Now, mistake of age is not, and I repeat, never, ever, ever, and is not a defense in the state of Florida where these people are residing and the party is located. However, that being said, I don't blame the situation for getting out of hand. Like, first of all,
I don't understand what that means.
if the
They got so many inconsistency about the age, and they didn't do anything about it. Like, it was obvious that she was probably a kid. The fact that she even was able to go over the house without a valid ID when they were making sure to check for that is fucking wild.
This is true. If Zerka and Heels Mike know that this is a minor and their mistake of age is not defense or they've been mistaken, they're gonna be screwed. They're screwed for sure.
They know it's not a minor. I mean, they know that she's a minor. Like, did this guy watch anything about it? We watched that WillyMac video. It's most of it is them pretending that it's not a minor. Like, they're trying to be like, oh, is it a minor? Is it a minor? When like she's giving constantly different ages. She can't give a valid ID. Like, they're trying to feign ignorance, but they know it's a kid. That's pretty clear.
Sure. But where is the minor located? Is the minor located in Florida?
We already know that too, because Zerka specifically and explicitly made a comment about how WillyMacShow, well, that's who I watched it through, showed us that Zerka made a specific comment about how, I wouldn't really care, something along the lines of, I wouldn't care if it was in Canada because 16 is legal, but since they're not in Canada, he's worried. All these things have been answered so far, brother.
Minor located out of the states, out of the country. It really all depends in that regards.
I wonder, did you watch the videos that you're talking about?
Because, Zerka's lawyer and Heels Mike lawyer, if they happen to be in trouble, can, I guess, make a defense saying, oh, she lied about her age, which, very well might be true. And at the situation, and if
Well, it was. She was trying to lie, but here's the thing. And listen, I don't know how legally it goes down. I don't think it matters if you do or don't know their age. It's still on you as the adult. But here's the thing, right? They showed that they showed at the beginning that they tried to verify her age with an ID and she didn't have one to present. So they have decided to go into the pathway of acknowledging age. And then when she couldn't produce an ID, they still continued to invite her over the house. And so that's going to show like an act of negligence. Like, oh, you were aware that you should find age and you didn't, and you still had this person come over. So like the lawyer wouldn't be able to run with this defense of you didn't know the age, right? Especially since the entire stream is Zerka freaking out and apparently throwing up after he smokes a cigarette. Getting sick because he doesn't know, he thinks she might actually be a kid because she's constantly giving different ages out, et cetera, et cetera.
If they do lie about their age, of course they have the full responsibility. I am not denying that. But you have to understand, though, is that if someone tells you that they are insert whatever age, you find out that they lied and you had no idea, you could claim presumption of innocence. You might be able to. You may not be able to. I don't know. I think in Florida, you may not be able to. But what I'm trying to say is, I don't blame the situation for getting out of hand. Like, for example, if you're like 9 and you say like, okay, I'm 18. Okay, obviously it's pretty. What I'm trying to
right, because you look like a kid. Sure.
say is like, if you're like,
I understand what this guy's trying to say. He's like, oh, she looks like she could be 18, right? She's 16. So maybe they didn't know, but the whole stream, the whole stream, man, is the whole stream is them trying to figure like this. The whole stream is pretty much them knowing that she's 16, and then Mike saying he doesn't care.
16 or 15 or 14, and you have a damn good idea that you're lying. And if you have a damn good idea saying like, "Yo, I'm 18," and you do, and you get in trouble, and then you get in trouble by via someone else getting in trouble, and you know having psychologically ruining your life, you knew damn well that you were lying. Like it doesn't take like a 2-second brain to say like, "Yeah, I think I'm lying," and I know I'm gonna get.
I'm so confused about what your argument is. Yes, some people lie. Young people like to think that they're older and prepared for certain situations, and just because he slept with her doesn't necessarily mean she's going to have a trauma from it. She's going to be embarrassed when she gets older. But, I mean, we're not talking about that. We're talking about holding 30-year-old men accountable for their, you know, pathetic actions. We're not really talking about how stupid 16-year-olds are right now.
Is visibly underage.
And we're not talking about an 18 or 19-year-old guy who's still stupid and has, like, the mentality of a kid. We're talking about 30-year-old men. Like, there's no excuse.
Okay, to give you an idea, all right, I've been around the block. I'm 30 years old myself. I've been in
And
my...
also, here's the thing. This is where I disagree with Mudahar. He also brings
Why, you don't think he's 30 years old?
up that looking at someone could also tell you about their age. Yes and no. Yeah, in the sense,
Yeah, it can tell you about their age.
but no. Example is Keemstar's Brantley. Keemstar, I mean, I'm not sure if they're dating or not, but Brantley.
Oh, I'm pretty sure they are. It doesn't matter. Listen, not for nothing, but as you get older, you usually get more of the ability to recognize age differentials. And I'm going to assume that Keemstar knows his girlfriend's age. Then he probably ID'd her before sleeping with her. So that's the smart play. The point here is that they should have ID'd her, and they asked for it, and she didn't have it, and they still proceeded.
Was someone who looked
Then they fired the guy and called the guy a virgin that was like really adamant about getting her age because they didn't want to get in trouble.
young, but was apparently an adult.
fair share of clubs and social outings. I could tell if you sleep with this
I haven't. That's for cringe lords. I stay home and I goon.
individual, to give you
Nah, I'm going to see Rent, a smaller rendition of Rent with my friend, a Curly Daddy, in it next week. And my wife's excited because that's her favorite play. So, you know, two birds, one stone.
an idea where this was allegedly filmed.
I think that this guy is probably young. The reactor to this video sounds like he's a young person. Like maybe he's like, I wouldn't even doubt that he's under 18. I don't really know. And you know, for some things, like the argument of like, you know, when somebody's a kid because they look like it. As you get older, you get more of the ability to, you know, recognize that. It makes sense, right? So, but yeah.
From my understanding, Florida, the age of consent is 18 years of age. Okay,
Correct.
anybody below that, go right to the slammer. Okay, do not cross go straight to fuck.
This is
Now,
where I
maybe-
disagree again.
What? With what?
The ages here that are proven on the cards, if we look very closely,
Showing, and I'm going to be blurring faces, of course.
are what we now call their ID verification. So legally, they could be able to drive, they could be able to even consent in some states, but not in Florida. Florida is 18, so let's stick straight to the facts. So if their date is, let's just say, one of the dates was like April 11th or 12th, I believe. It was around that time, 2005. That legally makes them a adult if this is taking place.
Just to be clear, they've already shown that these IDs were like fake and that she was 16. I'm pretty sure for like at least in like the Willie Mac video. That's my understanding from that. What are you talking about?
Literally at this time. That would make them an adult, legally speaking. So that they're
Okay.
18, right? Now, obviously,
Sure.
we don't know if this is taking place. Could this be a pre-recorded stream? Could this be a stream right now?
Pretty sure we know it's taking place in Florida. What?
We obviously
What are you, their lawyer? What the fuck?
don't know. I would assume it's right now because it's a stream. But
Yeah, probably. And they're reading the chat live and responding to the chat live. So it's good, safe bet that they're there.
we don't know, is what I'm saying. It's too soon to tell.
Course over here. This was a situation to go down. Now, the thing about it is,
Go ask her birthday later and see if it's the same birthday.
This is not you trolling me.
It's interesting because it sounds like this guy watched this Mudahar's video and Willie Mac's video and still didn't come to the conclusion that like most of these things that you're saying have been addressed already. You probably should have watched the whole thing instead of just like pick through. He probably watched the whole thing, skimmed through it, didn't really absorb everything, and then he's like, I want to have a commentary video against it. And listen, it's good to dive into some commentary. There's nothing wrong with making the commentary. There's nothing wrong with making a mistake. No one's gonna hold this against you forever, especially since you sound young. But I mean, like, a lot of these were already answered, so.
Okay, this is where I agree with Mutahar very much so.
Okay.
The fact that Zerka looks very confused and the fact that he's not even asking the ages shows pretty damn.
This isn't Zerka looking confused. This is like Zerka freaking out because he's pretty sure that she's a 16-year-old. That's why, and this guy's trying to continuously advocate to be safe about it.
Well, I mean, okay, maybe they're adults. Maybe in Zerka's defense, in this case, they may be adults, but it doesn't hurt to verify. Double verify, triple verify, quintuple verify, quadruple.
The first part of the stream was them asking her fucking age, and then when he didn't get the answer, he's like, "Who cares? Yo Mike is a fucking degenerate piece of shit, loser."
Quadruple, quintuple verify.
And Zerka's a pathetic for not stopping him from fucking doing it. Like he's weak. He's pathetic.
Some space when they have to be this. But then again, it gets even wilder. Okay, I've only focused on capacity. Yeah, somebody
also the heels Mike situation where like he's saying this.
Fake ID, good. Okay. I didn't even know they made those. Even who gives a loser?
Whoa! Don't say bad words, bro. You don't think that this is like enough to make you go, I probably shouldn't make this video?
Oh, who cares about fake IDs? I don't know they make them. Now, one could argue, yo, Muda, what if this is like a character? But I mean, like, at what
I mean, yeah, what point, who cares if it's character? First of all, they're live streaming, so they might be playing it up. But if your entire character is wanting to have sex with children, you got me. It's like, oh, I'm going to act stupid. Guys, I'm about to act stupid. And then when you fall for it, you're actually the idiot. Okay, I'm going to act like I want to fuck kids. And then when you fall for it, haha, just kidding. No, enough of that. I doubt that. He seems like the kind of guy that would fuck like a 16-year-old because he probably thinks 16 is an okay age to sleep with because he's a loser.
point?
We don't like teenage girls. I do. So leave. I love them.
First of all, teenage girls, of course, obviously this sounds very horrible out of context.
What's the context? What?
And even with context, it sounds really bad. Saying like, yeah, I love teenage girls. Like, obviously that sounds very bad. Very, very predatory.
I guess, yeah. What's the defense of it?
Very, very predatory.
I feel like you have a defense for this because you decided to make this video for some reason.
Sounds very bad, right?
Okay, yes.
Now, obviously, could he mean 18? Probably not. Obviously, I'm going to agree with Mudar. This looks very bad on heels, Mike. Even if it's like a joke or whatever, it's not gonna. Him playing a character, it's not this did not age well.
Well, yeah, but it's not like it age. This is part of the situation. So this isn't like this didn't age well. When usually you'll say something didn't age well when it happened a long time ago, and whatever you had said didn't age with the social atmosphere in some capacity. This is what he said that day. This is what he said during the thing that people are criticizing him for.
By not stop with the real ID of her friends. There are people that are unfortunately the.
Now I agree with Mudahar in this case again. Literally get out of the situation, Zerka, if you know something's up.
Done differently.
Okay.
Kicking out the girls.
Well, I disagree. Zerka should have stopped it because he's a grown man. That should have stopped another grown man from trying to sleep with a child. Allegedly.
Recording, by the way. She wanted fame so bad that she tried taking us.
Of course, this is victim blaming, but also at the same time, is he right or wrong? I'll leave that up to you personally.
He's wrong. It's not. First of all, it's not victim blaming. Like the 16. Listen, here's the reality. Like I said, the 16-year-old's probably not going to have a trauma from having sex with this guy. It's still gross and inappropriate behavior. You don't have to get a trauma from something for it to be inappropriate, right? She'll probably look back and be like, "Oh wow, that was pathetic of me. Like I was stupid. I shouldn't have done that." But also, she's a kid, right? He's the adult. That's the reality. Like, your argument is, oops, this 16-year-old tricked me by not showing me an ID when I continuously asked for it, and then I still slept with her. Like, you didn't really get tricked. At that point, you wanted to get tricked. Like, there's nothing there. Like, these people didn't get tricked. This is what they wanted to happen. If he slept with her, he wanted to do it. This wasn't like some kind of secret thing where she wore aging makeup so that she could sneak into a party with a 21-year-old wristband and blah, blah, blah. There's nothing like that going on here. They have a good idea, and Mike continuously says he does not care. What are you talking about?
I think like if someone has a fake ID, now legally speaking, he's wrong, but morally speaking, you can't really blame him.
I don't think that you really I don't think that you watched the video, brother. I don't think you watched any of the videos you're referencing.
Down for it.
Abby, you
She didn't have it.
swear to God.
Get any of this message.
Now, obviously, this is a situation where Heels Mike was telling girls to swear in a Bible, which is obviously. I'm just going to call out Heels Mike right now. If you're telling girls to swear in a Bible and actually banging them, you deserve to be stoned for blasphemy. But that's
What?
regardless of the point. What
I'm very confused with that argument. I don't really understand what you mean.
I'm trying to say is, if
Don't they make you swear in a Bible in a court of law? More than anything else, like he okay, whatever. I don't care.
this situation regards around a girl swearing on a Bible and saying that she's 18 and literally repeating it quintuple times that they're 18 and they lie, can you really blame them for it?
Yes. Because the entire chat is saying that she's not 18, and like, what are you talking about? She doesn't have an ID at all. She came back with like her sister's ID. There is so much to this that he did not watch. What are you talking about, brother?
I'll leave that up to you, actually. I'm not going to say anything right now. Personally, in my personal opinion, I think I would say that, yeah, again, like I said before, really.
Given the fact that we've got possible failure, we're live on stream. And of course, Mike decides to basically has to do. And with the amount of people that are like these two basically trying to rewrite history by saying that they were set up, or
yeah, that's a good point. You should probably engage with it. They tried to rewrite history part, because that's true. They tried to rewrite history, and I think this guy's falling for the history rewrite. This guy is doing the videos, falling for that history rewrite.
The setup doesn't work. I agree with you, because it's their party. They could have easily not invited them.
Yeah. Yes.
Thinks this is cringe. The only guys that don't think this is cringe.
Now, I'm not going to go research this all, but he goes on a entire spiel like, "Oh, well, why are these kids attracted to these manosphere YouTubers and red pillars?" As someone who's been a red pill YouTuber myself in the past, I'm going to say, and probably still is to this day.
I'm gonna be honest with you, brother. I don't think that you've got it to be a red pill YouTuber. You don't seem you. No offense. But you seem like a little bit, maybe more of an incel, and this is no offense, you'll get older and more mature. You don't really seem like you could pull, because red pill YouTubers are pathetic losers, but they could usually pull because they have money and they go after kids, right? So they go after, and yeah, 18, 19-year-olds. These are 30 to 35-year-old men trying to sleep with and date 18-year-olds. They're pathetic. Thank you for the $5 from Jack Esposito. Happy Flag Day, Papa Gut and friends. Thank you, brother. Happy America Day. Let's thank Mama Mary, the patron saint of the USA, for her protection and guidance. God bless the USA. God bless, brother. I love you.
Maybe I'm actually much more conservative than the red pillars, but that's beyond the point.
How could you be more conservative than red pillars? What does that mean, brother? What are you fucking... How? What?
I think this is ridiculous at this point to literally just say like, "Oh, why are these people inspired by Manosphere?" Maybe it's because
they're. You want to know why? Because there's a lot of young disenfranchised men who grew up without fathers, don't know how to treat women, and crumble under any criticism. Don't really learn how to socially interact. Like, there's definitely issues with men, and nobody else is really caring about them. So fucking annoying man children like the Manosphere are like, "Hey, you can come over here and I'll give you a victim complex. You could blame everything on women. You don't have to take any personal accountability or responsibility." It's like any other movement. Every single movement, it seems, will start off good. Male advocation, female advocation, fat advocation, trans, gay advocation, all these different, and then sometimes some aspects of it will go too far. In this instance, the online red pill sphere goes too far. Some of the body positivity stuff that says if you're trying to lose weight, then you're fatphobic. That goes too far. Things that are like, if you won't date a trans woman, you're transphobic. That goes too far, right? That's what it comes down to. And I like to say it like that because I need these manosphere guys to realize you're the same exact thing as women who embrace feminism and say kill all men. You're the same thing. All you do is you focus on hating another group of people, pretending that that's advocacy. It's weak. It's a victim complex. It's embarrassing. It's pathetic. And it's the exact same thing as all these other people. Thank you for the $2 from Mason. Poop. Incredible stuff, brother. Thank you.
You look at one section in the manosphere and you think that they're all negative when there are other.
I've seen multiple. I personally haven't seen a single decent manosphere content creator that advocates in any positive way. I have not seen any of them. Can you give me one? I'll take a look, maybe.
Positive influences like Hamza and other people.
Hamza? I've seen like one video of his. He's like, he's a little out there for me. I forget exactly what it was, but I turned it off. I was like, I'm not going to get into this. It was really bizarre. But okay.
Want to get bigger on the on the content.
But maybe he's a good example, but he's not obviously not one of the more sticking out manosphere guys. But okay.
Content sphere of manosphere.
These guys who try to.
If there are decent manosphere guys, they are a rarity in the manosphere. Most of them are dog shit.
Make a law by getting engaged with somebody that could have like some magic pulled out channels roasting these guys. People's BS narrative.
All right. Overall, I'll give this video a 2 out of 5. I agree with some
a 5
points on Mutahar, but I disagree on a lot of them. And yeah, I'm going to be talking about Willie Mac and see whether it was better.
All right, let's do the Willie Mac one now, guys. I'd criticize him for how unorganized it is, but I mean, it's Papa Guts content, so we can't really do it. Here's his Willie Mac show video, recent, and I didn't watch Mutahar's coverage of it. I did watch Willie Mac's though, and it was very comprehensive. Willie Mac he's impressive. He's an impressive content creator. We're gonna show the glaze, obviously. The Willie Mac hat. Anytime we talk about Willie Mac, I like to put the Willie Mac hat on. So now if this guy watches this video that I make this reaction to, he can go, you have a bias, you like Willie Mac. Of course. Nothing wrong with having a bias. But I can lock down everything I think. So yeah, let's get this going. Now at this point, since it seems like he pre-watches his content, all of your questions from the Mutahar video are pretty much answered. So let's see what we got.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, call this part 2 of the predator kick situation, alleged predator kick situation. And today we're going to.
Damn, he's responded to every comment too. I think I might read his comments after from both videos.
Be commenting to Willie Mac's situation.
Okay.
So now let's get into the actual thing.
You fellow kids.
What?
For some reason on Kick, there's been streamers openly saying they're predators. John Zerka's main meme for the past year has been hanging out with young-looking OnlyFans models that are of legal age, and then saying they're underage. It's the worst viral marketing attempt in history.
Well, John Zerka has nothing else except for being edgy and shocking without any actual joke, so he has to do stuff like that to maintain his relevancy.
My name is John Zerka.
I agree with that. I'm going to skip
Her birthday, or what I like to call it, her expiry date. Whatever, it's just edgy humor.
Got him!
Right? Well, during a live stream on June 8th, 2024, Kick streamers Zerka and Heel Mike would go drinking in downtown to meet women and invite them back to the house. Then they could flirt with the woman for content. The problem arises when they meet this girl who doesn't have her ID and she's introduced to them as a minor.
You too.
This should debunk everything that this guy said inside the Mutahar video. I forgot about that part. They introduced her as a not even 18, and she doesn't have her ID. There's no other excuse left for these guys.
Hey, my God. Here, put your number here, because I'm a little lit.
Where do you live?
What?
Oh.
Perfect.
Ooh. Tisk, 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 tisk.
Okay, what do you got for us now, man? This was your whole argument. This debunked every one of your... All of your concerns are... Basically, your argument boils down to, well, they got tricked. So what's your argument now, man?
I guess there is more to the story. Maybe Willie Mac actually might change my mind here.
Yeah. Didn't you watch this already? Why are you acting like you never watched it before? I'm very confused. I'm assuming that's why he's scanning through the videos, because he watched it already, no?
No ID. I'll give you a number, but no ID is the best ID.
Let's just hope this guy doesn't like double down because he feels embarrassed of getting it wrong at first.
No ID.
Kids want to see the ID. How old is this girl? All right, just give me the ID before I look crazy. Let me see.
What makes you think I need to have an ID?
You don't have ID on you and you want to come over? Are you out of your mind?
You send me.
But he's also saying, like, for example, like, oh, you out of your mind? You don't have an ID and you want to come over?
Yeah, that's exactly. Yep, that's what he said. Is that like me when I when I reiterate the obvious?
I mean, this is very. I'm on one hand agreeing with Willie Mac. On the other hand, I'm agreeing like, yeah, they were excited. Now they look kind of disgusted.
The PayPal.
What does that mean? I'm super confused.
Yeah, bro.
Yo, Sagan, look at this.
It's Bye, guys.
No,
Sagan.
Yo, Sagan, stop.
Okay.
Insane because they don't know her age, but the real negligence comes in when they go back to Mike's house and they cuddle, kiss, and dry hump the whole time. It's the most slurs for caring.
Bro, stop with the car. I have anxiety. I have weird.
given this situation.
This is not.
Why? What are you skipping through all this stuff for? Isn't this all this? What is this? Why are you skipping it?
No.
It seems like you haven't even watched these videos before. What the fuck? And now you're just skipping through it. What?
Showed a lot more context in the Mudahar video. Not that the Mudahar video was bad; it wasn't the worst, but this is pretty better.
Okay. So are you gonna like take it back or what?
You swear?
And then they shame the guy for wanting the ID.
You can buy a cigarette, you can go to the army and kill someone, but you can't have a drink and get 30-year-old dick? Fuck you.
I don't know what that spiel was.
In the most insane move,
This is a mess. This is an actual mess, man.
Mike just starts making.
Usually when you do content like this, and he's doing everything but the editing, you'll watch it first, and then you'll have specific points, and you'll take parts of the other person's video out that convey a certain point, and you'll put it up, and then you'll give your point. And it seems like he's trying to do that without the editing.
Making up ages for the girls to try and chill everybody out.
Thank you for the 17-month small gut from Alyssa. If he doesn't watch or hear it, it didn't happen. True.
Is on, and when she asks, should I say that I'm 18, he goes, no, say you're 24.
You guys look 16.
I need some water.
That's why you're here.
Don't know about this whole situation spiel. All I could say is that as long as they're adults, I have no criticisms. But as long as they're minors, I have criticism.
Wow. Come on, man. That's pretty bad. Yes, I think we all feel that way. What WillyMac is showing us, though, is that they are most likely, one of them specifically, a kid. And that they had every opportunity to not invite her back, and they still did. And potentially, Mike slept with her. That's what we're debating. You can't just reiterate your point and be like, yeah, that's all I care about. Well, yeah, that's what the whole conversation is, brother.
Evil for that. But you knew the whole time, bro.
I found it weird because in the last video you said you had criticisms of this guy, of WillyMac, and then you started playing the video and you immediately didn't. Like, I'm confused. Did you watch them or go into them looking to disagree? I'm very confused.
No, just leans into being a pedo.
You'll never find us, Vitaly.
What the hell is that? What the hell? Yeah, okay. I'd actually, if I had a daughter, I'd stay away from this man. Unless if he wipes off his face.
What?
He should put like a Joker mascara on.
Okay. Well, we got the advertisement. We got the ad.
Illegal?
Yeah.
So he bans
What is this video, man?
everyone in chat and tells Josiah to never come back.
I'm gonna have fun, so you can watch and clip it and cry, or you can enjoy yourself. Wow, she's 16. Guess what?
I'm 11, so shut the fuck up.
You don't look 11. Sorry, lady. You do not look 11.
I think she's making a joke to try to deflect from the fact that she's a 16-year-old. Okay. This one's like real. This one is somehow worse than the first one. Because at least the first one you can feign ignorance. This video is him finding out he's wrong and him just not acknowledging it.
The following morning,
Also, you're poor for not having YouTube Premium. Sorry.
Mike would post a picture
Or an ad blocker, which you shouldn't use, by the way, guys. You should watch the ads if you're not going to be an adult and pay for premium. It's like $16 a month. You get over it.
caption, no regrets.
No
So he's in
regrets.
bed with the B word.
Asked her age, she
In bed with a what?
didn't have no regrets.
So he's in bed with the B word.
A B word? What is that? That was allegedly the 16-year-old girl. What do you mean? What's the B word? Like a bitch? Why did you say a B word?
Asked her age, she didn't have her ID. Nobody's checked.
Oh, this guy's computer can't even handle him shifting through YouTube video. Damn, brother, come on.
Bad.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry for calling you poor. I was kidding. It seems like you might actually be, so I feel bad now.
There's nothing left for you. He's only 16. After fans started to random woman they meet, Kick did the right thing.
Okay, so let's just say, for example, right?
Example of what? What's the point? That you're We don't even know the point. Are you making a point about how they shouldn't have gotten banned?
It's too soon to tell for now. I'm leaning towards the fact that, all right, what do I think about these people?
Okay.
I think that these people are stupid. I think John
Okay.
did a stupid thing, should we say, actually. That John Zerka and Heels Mike are stupid people and that did stupid things. Like
What's the stupid thing?
Mom always says stupid as the stupid does.
Damn, he references mom. This is Synthetic Man's younger brother. Holy fuck.
Heels Mike are stupid people and that did stupid things. Like Mom always says stupid as the stupid does.
Damn. This is definitely Synthetic Man's younger brother. Oh my god. That's incredible.
Illegality, probably. Is it, how illegal is it? I don't know. And yeah, that's all I have to say.
All right. Well, that was certainly interesting. That was a mess. That was a rough first commentary video that I've seen from you. Let's read the comments real quick. You really think you made a point? This is from people who have said. And he said, update soon, all caps. Bro, great video. You really got him with a skull emoji and 100, meaning that it is satirical. And then he says thanks back, not realizing that he was being sarcastic. Bro is just waffling. Your point? Free Master Oogway, he rightfully deserves his ban. He was just repeating the same jokes over and over. He never had anything else to offer. They got boring and unfunny. Fair enough, but they are jokes. Oh yeah? What's the punchline of those jokes? That he's not racist. LOL, I guess. I think he is racist. An update won't help. Fair point. Okay. At least he acknowledges that. Delete this. Update soon. Streamers is a play on streamer is. How do you get the first thing you say in the video wrong? My mistake then. Okay. Those guys are predators. They're the ones that you want to defend. I also called them out. Not really, but okay. You need to watch Papa God. Whoa! Wow, I didn't know this existed. By the way, I agree with that. You need to watch Papa God. Yeah, I agree with that. You need to do it. You need to do it or you will get cancer. I'm kidding. I'm being stupid. I honestly had no idea this was in here. This came across my For You page, brothers. So pretty cool. Based as hell. I don't get the point that you even tried to make here. It's not hard to find the genocide kick. It plagues with the Empire platform. Could have banned them for any reason. It may not have been anything to do with child exploitation. Probably just sexually explicit to begin with. All right. Enough. My friend, poor tasting joke. Soliciting minors on a live stream is unacceptable. As an adult man, you are responsible to vet who you're spending time with and sleeping with. It's wild that your criticism, involves absolving two grown-ass men for not being able to keep it in their pants for long enough to make a critical observation. It is never on the child for what the adults commit. Unreal, my guy. This commentary is borderline harmful. True. I kind of agree to this. Very mature. I never did I defend all their actions. I don't... Here's what I'm going to say about this guy, okay? To his credit, I think that he thinks in his first video, he doesn't have any understanding of the situation. So it seems like he skimmed through Mudahar's video. I don't even think he really watched it, disagreed with it because on whatever principle he has that he doesn't think that there was enough information to make an informed decision. And then in the WillyMac video, it seems like he kind of realized that he fucked up. And like most people, he came to the conclusion. It takes a while to come to the conclusion that you're wrong. So I think that's what it comes down to. But I don't think he doesn't realize that he did defend their actions because there was enough information to make an informed decision not to try to take this girl home. But they still disregarded that information. Thank you for the $5. I went to read. I saw you donated, and then I went to read the comment. So I was going to say, thank you for the $5 for, are you trying to defend these guys? That's not what it is. Thank you for the $5 for, can confirm, have not developed cancer since watching Papa God. Incredible. Thank you, Colin Flip. Are you trying to defend these guys? I mean, your title is correct. This is a needlessly critical video that made 0 actual points. I also called them out. Delete this. Elaborate. Sure, I'll elaborate. The point you make is useless and harmful at best. What points? I hear you, but what points? Can you paraphrase? So it sounds like this guy's well-meaning. I think that this guy means well. I think this guy means well. He just didn't inform himself on the situation enough before jumping to a stern conclusion. And then this is what we get out of this. But after the WillyMac video, it seems like he changes his tune a little bit. So interesting. This one just calls him lazy. Yeah, we're still defending predators. How he's struggling with this one. Bro just pumping out Lawford slop. No editing, bro. Really just barely cropped the screen. Yapping. Couldn't even clear your search on Mudahar's slop video. LKO. Okay. Incredible stuff.